And welcome back to another episode of the Men's Report, Fantasy Prediction Show, hosted by yours truly, Menace to Fantasy. Let's go. And welcome back to another episode of the Men's Report, Fantasy Prediction Show. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, it's Friday. Hold up. Welcome back. Alright, folks, it's Friday. I'm in here. I told you, I finished up the Drop the Pass segment. We're moving on. And, sitting here watching all these videos, getting ready for this draft next month, a question came up, and I decided to call it the Great Debate. Who's number one overall? Now, looking at stuff, consensus has Jamar Chase, Cincinnati wide receiver number one. Now, I can't sit there and say this man's not deserving. Last season, Jamar Chase had over 1,700 yards receiving, 17 TDs, 125 receptions. Basically had a career year. Showed everybody he's just as good as JJ. Maybe even better. Okay, better situation. I'm in agreement. If you do take him number one overall, there's no problem with it. Know why? Because he's going to duplicate or damn near come close to numbers again. Why? Because the Cincinnati Bengals defense is trash. And if they don't trade Hendrickson, bring him back, sign him, because right now they're negotiating, they're going to be even worse. So, more than likely, he's going to put up numbers. But I'm that dude that always tries to be opposite. And I don't see as clear as being Chase as number one. That young man down in Atlanta, Bijan Robinson, in my opinion, should be the number one overall pick. Now you might say, Scoop, hold up. They all know you biased. They know you love running backs. Listen, when this boy was in Texas, he was the best player, best running back, I'll say. Best running back in college. He gets drafted, goes to Atlanta. His first year, his head coach is Arthur Smith. He only had 214 carries. Now, this is your number one pick. You only give this man 214 carries. He only got 976 yards, 4 TDs. He did make it up a little bit with 58 receptions, 487 yards, and 4 TDs. But, peep game. Arthur Smith bounce comes to my Steelers. Ooh. He's out of there. What happens? Bijan Robinson has over 300 carries, over 1,400 yards on the ground, 14 TDs. Go to the receiving side. He has 61 receptions, 431 yards with 1 TD. But here's the kicker why I'm saying this man should be the number one overall. Bijan did all that. Do y'all realize he was playing with one of the worst quarterbacks the majority of the season? Yes, Captain Kirko was one of the biggest blades last year. He played 14 games. He was the starter. And Bijan still put up numbers like that with a quarterback who could not move. I think he had a grand total of 13 yards, and them 13 yards all happened in the pocket. Captain Kirko couldn't move. They knew he couldn't move. But he was still able to do this, Bijan, with an ineffective quarterback. He still did his thing. Now, moving forward, they made the change, and we see what that change did. We started seeing all these weapons down in Atlanta, what they got, started to flourish. Michael Penix is starting the season off as a QB1. All right? He started out as number 1. He is mobile, big arm, he's accurate, good quarterback. You go ahead and stack the box, and Drake London is going to eat. Daryl Mooney is going to eat. Pitts might even show some like one of the biggest busts ever, but I still have faith in Pitts. So, just along with the quarterback change, Bijan is going to eat even more. And the reason why I know he's going to eat even more, Michael Penix is young. This is really his rookie season because he's going to be starting from game 1. What do they do? Most offensive coordinators, to protect their young quarterbacks, they're going to make sure that running game thrives. And who's the lead running back? Bijan Robinson. He's going to be the focal point of the offense. So, ladies and gentlemen, if I had that pick, which I don't own that pick, I would be going Bijan Robinson. But I don't own that pick, so it really don't matter what I do. We'll see where it goes. All right? So, ladies and gentlemen, let's end this correctly. Let me find my music as we end this. Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching. Thank you for liking. Thank you for subscribing. If Bijan Robinson should be number 1 overall. Peace. Welcome back.